guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hello, I am Kaya. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, all that jazz, and let's get on into the video. Okay, so as you can see by the title, I am already drunk. I've already had a glass of Prosecco to myself. I've nearly finished a bottle already, so we are doing well. And basically, I have my lovely assistant behind the camera. It's Zoe, my best friend. Go and check out her channel, etc, etc, etc. And basically she's going to be asking me questions or statements or whatever you've sent in, and I'm just going to give my advice, and I am drunk, so it's going to be hella fun, hopefully. So yeah, I have another glass of Prosecco here, so yeah. I also have the perfect t-shirt that I am wearing for this video. And it literally just says, I need sunshine and Prosecco. And obviously I have a glass of Prosecco. So yeah, there we go.
How to get through life. I wonder who's that from.
Get drunk. Good question. I still haven't worked that out for myself, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I struggle through life. You just gotta hope for the best, keep positive, keep going, we can do this. Put your hair up in a nice nice ponytail, and yeah, just that's about it really. That's all I've got.
How to be a good person just for one person on this planet.
I don't know, I guess you kind of got to like see what that person likes. If you like one person, and you know, you've got to see what they like before you kind of move forward in life, because it's that if you don't like match up with their aspirations in life, I guess, then you know, you've got to think about whether you actually want to be with them or not. But yeah, you know, just gotta keep being you, and then the right person will come along.
I'm talking to this girl that I haven't met yet and things are not going anywhere. What should I do?
I mean, if you haven't met them, it's not really like a massive loss, surely. So keep drinking.
Dealing with mental health.
This is a really bad question to ask me because I don't deal very well at all. I guess you just gotta try and look at things in a different way, like try and look at things a bit more positively. Like, I say that, but I really do not do that. But like, yeah, just look at things like glass half full instead of empty, and like look at the opportunities you've been given, and look at the good things in your life rather than thinking about all the bad things. Again, I struggle with this kind of thing, so I don't really know, so I'm not probably the best kind of person to ask, but yeah.
How to hold back your tears in a difficult situation.
Oh. I'd probably say, like, you just gotta think strong-willed thoughts and, like, just keep going, you've got this, you can do it, all that kind of mentality, and just kind of go. Like, for example, if you're being shouted at work or something like that, you know, you just could go, right, I'm taking that on board, I get that, cool, move on, draw a line, done.
How to move on from the love of your fucking life. I wonder who asked that one.
It's going to be difficult. Very difficult. So, be prepared for a lot of tears. But I think the best thing that you can do is kind of learn to love yourself before you love someone else, and like be happy in yourself before you get into another relationship or anything like that, because that's the main thing that I struggled with, is the fact that I didn't try. I was constantly battling with my mental health, and so I think trying to overcome that and trying to go, you are good enough, is the main thing. And I'm being interrupted again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say, is because there's no point in trying to make someone fall in love with you, so you kind of just got to let that go and trying to just be like, I know you're not right for me, you know, as much as it is going to hurt, but at the same time, think about the positivity of, you're going to move forward with your life, you're going to find someone better, you're going to find someone that's perfect for you.
That is on period.
Yes!
What should I do if I have a close friend who I love, but I'm starting to resent and dislike because she's saying mean things to me and our other friends, but she doesn't realise, but it's still hurtful?
Be straight. Literally just tell them if they are not what you want to be around. Like, you don't want to be surrounding yourself with these kind of people, because otherwise that's going to bring you down, it's going to bring your friends down, and you know, if that person is bringing down, that they are not a good friend, you know. So I just turn around and literally be like, excuse me, no, this is not how you treat me, so either you treat me right, otherwise I'm not being friends with you, and that is it. That period.
Thank you next, bitch.
Exactly.
Finding what to do next in life.
See, this is difficult because I kind of relate in the sense of, I went to college and did something that I enjoyed, but it's not going to get me anywhere in life at all, because it's something that is a very hard industry to get into. So in the sense of that, I mean, you kind of just have to build your way up, in the sense of, you probably will have to get some shittier jobs before you end up being in something that you enjoy. I am still in that stage. I'm still doing shitty jobs, but they have to be done, otherwise you won't learn the skills and learn people skills, which is the main thing that people want. If not, then go to uni, learn something, get a qualification if you feel that's right for you. But personally, I didn't do that, and I am quite happy the fact that I didn't go to uni. So yeah.
Friendships and life. So true. That's all it says.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you probably should have expanded that on a little bit better, but I don't really know what you mean by that, so I don't really know how to help with that, sorry.
My love life.
I mean, keep going, you've got this. Yeah, about that.
How to make someone fall in love with you like you have with them.
At the end of the day, you can't force people. But then again, having said that, you can make them open their eyes.
Really?
I.e., my relationship completely. Yeah, so basically you just gotta, if you know someone is right for you, then you've got to just make them see the way that you see and just say, bitch, I am fucking perfect for you. So basically you've just kind of got to go, give them scenarios, you know, and just go, if we were, you know, going to a park and meeting up and there was a group of friends there, would you want to kiss me? And they go, yeah. Whether they actually would is a different matter. I mean, the fact that they want to kind of says it all, because, you know, if they didn't want to, they wouldn't, and that is that. So, yeah.
How to make the best of your day at Alton Towers.
I mean, when we went, it was kind of difficult. Because obviously it was opening day, so, you know, it was quite busy, and yeah, it was very difficult. But you know, you kind of have to
Speed
plan.
pass.
Huh?
Speed pass.
Yeah, speed pass. Yeah, perfect. Done. Yeah, if you just kind of plan your route, then I kind of guess that's probably the best. Yeah, the best way that you could probably do it is just plan your route. But then again, if you've got queues, then that's different and it's difficult. I don't really know.
How to say the alphabet backwards.
Not a chance.
How to make someone see you're meant to be together forever and ever and ever, like you and Dom.
Oh, cute. Again, it's the same thing as before of like, you've got to make them see the fact that you are a good person and, you know, put them into scenarios, get them into your mindset that you are perfect, basically. Even when they don't see it, you've got to just kind of force them into that mindset. And that is kind of easy when you are like very relatable. So if you've got something in common that you kind of just merge with, then you know, you can just probably just go, look, imagine me doing a show at a theme park, you know, whatever, and you can just be like, would you want to kiss me? And they're like, oh hell yeah.
What if they said no?
Then that's a bit of a different situation.
Awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be a bit awkward. But if they said no, I suppose you could just be like, well, I'm not being funny, but I see differently. And yeah, just make them, just inform them of everything that you feel, but not in a pushy way, like just be like, this is what I've seen, like I can imagine us doing this, and like, oh, that would be perfect if we could do that together, you know, that kind of thing. So there's ways and means. It's kind of more the way you say it than more, instead of like what you say. So yeah.
I don't really understand this next one. It just says, how do you give good head?
Okie dokie. I'm still waiting to do that, I have to say. I mean, Don might say it differently.
Was it a sex thing?
Yeah, it's like, you know, we were talking about the fact that like you give a blowjob. That is good head.
Is it? I've never heard of that before.
That is like sucking someone off. So yeah, basically, you just hope for your best. Use your tongue, you know. The more saliva, the better. Done.
Noted. I want to have sex with someone, but we're not in a relationship. What do? I didn't ask this, by the way, just so you're aware.
See, if it's your first time, I would say don't do it. I mean, if you're willing to have fun and like be that kind of person, then go ahead. However, if it's your first time and you're not in a relationship, it's kind of, you don't have that kind of safety net in that sense, and like it's very difficult to trust them, and that's kind of the first thing that you kind of look for in a person. However, if you know the fact that even if you're not in a relationship, you kind of know that they're going to be there and potentially you can do it again, and you know, then that's a bit different because you can rely on them in that kind of sense. That if you know that it's going to go somewhere, then I would say, you know, feel free. However, if it's your first time, then that's completely different because you're just like, well, yeah, I mean, if you're both single, you know, don't cheat on anybody because that's bad. But yeah, basically just kind of, if you want to do it, then do it. If you don't, then don't. Simple as.
How can I be more confident?
Good fucking question.
Can I also ask the next one as well? Because the next one is basically the same. It says, how to build my confidence back up when it's below 0.
Okay. Again, good question. I still struggle with my confidence in certain situations, like stuff that I don't really know about and know a lot of information about. Then yeah, I'm a bit like, what is going on? However, if it's something that I know about, like theatre and stuff like that, then I can happily talk for hours. So yeah, I say probably just find something that you are like passionate about, i.e. theme parks, theatre, etc, etc. Find something that you enjoy and just ramble. That is the best way to get people's attention, because people love people who ramble and that is a fact. So I would just honestly just go for it, because then it shows the fact that you can be passionate about something, even if it, no matter what the topic is, you are passionate, and that is the main thing. Whether you are going in for a job interview, that is something that people look for. And if you're passionate about the thing that you're going for a job interview for, then that is great, because that's basically you. So yeah.
How can I stop people from being so negative?
I am normally the negative person, apart from when I'm drunk, apparently. I'd probably just be like, just try and help them into looking at different things differently, i.e. the glass half full thing, and just be like, come on, you got this. Just be trying to be there for them and sympathise with them, or empathise with them, whatever the word is, and just be there for them, because that's the most thing that people want. Because there's a lot of people that just kind of go, oh, they're not positive, oh, bye then, I can't be bothered with you. Whereas if you are actually there for them, then that's very helpful. So yeah.
How can I tell my mum I hate how I look?
Again, something I struggled with, and not necessarily my mum, but like in general, like people. I guess you gotta kind of just make them see the way that you think in that sense. So like, again, just kind of point out little things every now and again. Maybe not just come straight out and be like, I hate the way I look, but just be like, really not feeling this, you know, just point out a little bit of your body or whatever, and then just go at the end of it and just be like, right, I don't know how to deal with this, you know, how can you help? And just ask for help if you need help, because that is the best thing that you can do, whether you want to or not, because that is the most difficult thing, and if you can get over that, then you are on the way to success.
I like a girl, but she has a boyfriend. What should I do?
Ooh, damn. Okay, well, I mean, this is kind of the situation that I was in.
Anyways.
If you are currently in a toxic relationship, then obviously you should probably just leave anyway, whether you like someone else or not. I wouldn't say rush straight into another relationship, because otherwise they'll feel like a rebound, and they'll always be like self-conscious about everything and feel like you're always comparing them. That's something that I kind of struggle with sometimes. It's just like, feel like, because it was kind of quick but it kind of wasn't, in the sense of sometimes I just like flick and just be like, you are comparing me, even though he's not, I know full well he's not, but still there's sometimes they're just like, we're using the same towels that the parents of the previous person that you were with, you know, stupid things like that. I would just say, literally just go, right, I'm sorry, but we're not meant to be, that is final, I can't do anything about it, I really don't have feelings for you. However, I have feelings for this person. And that's kind of the way that you've got to be, and then pursue that maybe in like a few months, even just, well, even if it's straight away, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but so long as you are not using them as a rebound, because that is just bad.
How to deal with being away from home when you're not used to it?
I'd say you got to just do it. Annoying as it is, and as hard it's going to be, maybe take like a teddy bear or something like that, just to give you a little bit of comfort. Or like, if you are staying in a room or something like that, or by yourself, then it's kind of, again, very difficult. So you've got to just have something there that you are very related to, and like you have you feel comfort with. So I'd just say take something that is like maybe something special. Take that with you, maybe.
How to deal with being away from your parents for more than like one night.
Again, same thing. Find something that comforts you. Try not to think about, like, if you're staying in someone's house, then don't think about what they kind of think, just be you. If you're staying in a hotel, then that's different because you can literally be independent, be by yourself, and just go, I'm going to own this, I can do this, I'm going to sleep in this bed. And no matter how much it takes for you to get to sleep, then just do it because, you know, take a teddy bear, take some music, take a fan, anything like that that you know that's going to comfort you, just do it because nobody will mind. Because if you're staying by yourself, then do it because no one's going to be there to care.
How do I win the lottery?
Good question. I would love to know. Dom has an Excel sheet that could tell me everything, and he could make one that would actually work, and it still doesn't work, so I still don't know.
How to drive?
I mean, you've got 3 pedals. If you're in the UK, you have 3 pedals. If you're driving a manual car, then you have either 5 or 6 gears and then a reverse. So if you're driving in the UK, you have the gear stick on this side, and then your reverse is normally the furthest away, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 depending, and then you have your accelerator on the right, and then you have your brake, and then you have the clutch. Make sure you always put the clutch down before you change gear, because that's my trick of not putting the clutch down. Accelerate, obviously you kind of have to just use the accelerator to move, and that's kind of it. And brake when you obviously don't want to crash. There you go.
How to deal with period pains without taking any tablets or dissolve thingies.
See, this was difficult for me because I have, or used to have, really like chronically bad pains from mine, and I used to like bleed out constantly and used to go through like maybe 3 to 5 pads, like at least every hour and a half or something, even when I was at school, which was just not convenient, shall we say. I used to take weeks off because of my period, because of the pain. I literally could not move. So I kind of had to force myself to have tablets and such like. I started with the dissolve things, which is just Nurofen, and that kind of started off the whole tablet thing. And then when I got older, I decided that I wanted to go on the pill because at that time I was obviously old enough to kind of be doing things. But that wasn't kind of the main reason. It's just purely because I just needed some relief, basically. And basically I just went on the pill, and then that made it worse because of the pill that it was, because I can only have one pill without getting a migraine, basically. Because I get migraines, I can't have the rest of them because they are all like linked to getting migraines, so I can only have one. So I tested that one and it made me worse, and it made me come on for like a month and a half or something stupid like that. So I just went, you know what, fuck it, I can't be arsed with this shit. I came off the pill, went back to normal periods. The same thing happened of it being really bad. And basically I then went on to the injection, which is just a depot jab, which there are a lot of side effects for, and it basically means that you can potentially, you know, not create eggs and such like, so there is that risk. So if you're willing to take that risk, then obviously it's good because it means they stop completely, or at least they are very little. Luckily for me, they have stopped almost completely, apart from like the discharge kind of bit. But as far as the pain, that kind of just goes, apart from the uncomfortableness. If you are not wanting to do any of that kind of thing, then that is all pointless, what I've just said. And basically the best thing I can say is literally put as much heat as you possibly can on your stomach and on your back, as much as you can, without obviously burning yourself like I did. So yeah, I would say just give as much heat as you possibly can without burning yourself. Just make sure that, you know, you've got clothing like before your skin, otherwise you will burn. Me and Zoe have both burned quite badly and scarred from it. Both of us have. I did it on my back and have now got scars, and Zoe's on her stomach and scarred. So don't score, don't be like that. But yeah, basically heat is basically the main thing that I can suggest. I don't really know what else to suggest other than CB oil, I think it is. It's basically an oil that I think is actually made from cannabis, but it's actually meant to help. But it's all like medically positive, so it's safe. And maybe I think it's literally just a drop on your tongue or something like that, and it's meant to help with so much pain. So yeah, I think that's all I can give.
Motivation on going back to work.
Oh, I struggle with this so much, like especially with having so much time off. It's been so difficult. You just gotta go, right, I'm in work on this day, I've just got to do it, and that is it. I cannot say any more than that. You've literally just got to do it.
How to get your best friend on bigger coasters.
I mean, if they're as scared as me, then you can't. If they're as stubborn as me, then you can't. But if they are willing to try everything, then obviously just go, I think you'll enjoy this, you know, just tease them into it and just be like, yeah, you can do this, it'll be fine. And then I'm sure they'll be more than willing.
Weird, but like gift ideas you can do from home, or ones that don't cost a lot of money but mean something special.
Crafty stuff, i.e. even just a simple card, or like an explosion box. That's what my mum made me for my 18th, and it was one of the best presents I've ever owned. And it's literally just like a box, and then you literally like pull it together and like all these leaves come out, and it's got so many pictures on it, so much writing on it, and it's just so meaningful because you can make it as personal as you want. And something like that is just so meaningful. And like even just like the boom cards, that's what they're called, or something like that. Stuff like that you can personalise. Personalisation is the key.
How not to think about the future too much.
Again, I struggle with this, but I'd just say live in the moment as much as you can, because otherwise you are going to get stuck in a rut of trying to plan things way too much. I need to listen to myself with this one! Basically, you just kind of just need to get on with it and kind of just make mini goals, basically. Like with my subscribers, I kind of just do it in like 5s basically, and then I go to 10s, and like I have my main goals and whatever. So stuff like that, you kind of just gotta go, right, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, right, what's my next thing, and work up to that kind of thing, and then just go, right, okay, because that'll make you so much happier than trying to get to your biggest goal as quickly as possible, because you won't be able to get that as quickly as you want to.
How to make decent YouTube videos.
Good question. I don't really know, to be honest. Okay, we're back. I just had to change the battery, and I just stood up and nearly fell over. I am so drunk, and I've just got another bowl. Another bowl? No, I have another drink. I have another glass of whatever the fuck this is. Cool. Let's carry on.
Okay, how to make decent YouTube videos.
I really wish I knew. Like, that would be great. Again, I kind of just hope for the best. I do things I enjoy, and what I kind of research what's popular at the time, what's kind of trending, and like what kind of things that are like going around, and like kind of just hope for the best and kind of basically copy a lot of the big YouTubers, but at the same time not, because I try and make it my own at the same time. It's a bit complicated, I have to say. But yeah. I just kind of try and think of original ideas as well as trying to do like popular videos. So yeah.
How do you get over the fear of having sex for the first time?
I have to admit, I was terrified when I lost my virginity. Just purely because of the way that it was, where I was, who I was with, etc., etc. an interesting experience, shall we say. I think you've got to just make sure that you are with someone that you fully trust, and you don't plan it too much, because that's what I did. I planned it too much and was like, I'm gonna have cushions, I'm gonna do it on a bed, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then when it came to it, I definitely didn't, and that was that. Like, it wasn't great, you know. So yeah, I would just like try and stay away from that whole planning, even when you want to. Like, I'd plan it like a little bit, just dream about it or whatever you want to do. But yeah, as far as actually like planning it, it's a bit like, I think that'll be too much for you to handle if you then realise it can't go the way that you want it to be.
How do I get Ariana to notice me on Twitter?
Keep tagging as many as times as you possibly can. Maybe try and recreate some of her pictures, maybe, or like stories or something like that, and like just look like that. And like our Kazo video that we did with when we were like doing recreations of Ari, then, you know, do something like that. Maybe copy that link into a tweet and tag her in it, and just be like, yo, we look cool, you know.
Yo, Ariana, check us out.
Yeah, you know.
How to persuade my parents to get another cat?
If you already have a cat already, then, you know, if you're happy with that with that cat, then obviously then that's fine. However, if you are feeling really low about the fact that maybe there was other cats involved previously, then, you know, you kind of have to gather the fact that the cat that you've got now is kind of used to having more than one cat there. So maybe just use the whole it's lonely kind of card, kind of just go, I really think they'd benefit from having another like cat there, because that would mean they'd give someone to play with and like to explore with and to teach them, and like, or the cat that you've got now to teach them, because I think that will like give them something to do, and like if you go away and stuff, then that will be better on them in the sense of it, they won't be on their own all the time. And even if you've got a cat sitter, it's kind of like, it gives them something else to, you know, focus on and like not be worried about the fact that you disappeared out of thin air, basically. I think having more than one cat is probably more beneficial than having just one cat, just purely because of my experience of like having one cat. They are kind of more independent and kind of just more grumpy. And, you know, like whoever I've gone to and they've gone, I have a cat, and then you have one cat, it's always a bit like, I always think that animals should be definitely more than one. They enjoy being with more than one of their species, and that is that, and that is fact.
Not really advice, but are tampons easy to use, and are they better than pads?
Oh, this is difficult because, again, I had a very heavy flow, so it was very difficult for me to use tampons, and like I found it so difficult to use anyway, just purely because when I was on, like, my walls were so tight and so like they were not, it didn't feel like there was a hole in the middle, basically. So basically I think when you are first starting out, it's going to be hard and like it'll be very difficult. But if you're like the reason why I started to use tampons was because I was doing shows and like dancing all the time and whatever. So they kind of are more useful for when you're doing movement kind of things. I'd still more towards using pads, just purely because they are easier to use. You don't have to change them as much, because when you're using tampons, you have to change them every time you go for a wee, and that's just a lot of effort, you know. And if you're like using them for a show, it's very, very easy apparently, especially if you have like strong muscles like I do in that area, then it's very easy to push them out during a show, which is not fun in the slightest. So yeah, I think it's personal preference. Every woman is different, every body is different. So I think I definitely suggest trying them just in case you do like them. But yeah, I just see what happens because again, everyone reacts differently.
How to stop spending money?
I would love to know this question, answer, thing, whatever it is. I am really bad for spending money, as you know, because in pretty much every vlog I've got parcels coming up. But yeah, I struggle with my spending. I'm going to try and save as much as possible now. From now on, I've said it now. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, spending money. I'd probably say if you've got a goal to work towards, i.e. like buying a house like I have, or driving lessons, or getting a car, or anything like that, or even just like, you know, spending to get an engagement ring, or, you know, saving for a wedding, anything like that, you know, you've got to just go, this is more important, this is what I want to do. I can't be spending all this money on clothes or shoes or anything of that sort, unless you really want to, obviously, because you can then treat yourself. But I would just try and curve your spending as much as possible, just purely because the end goal will be easier to work towards and like easy to get to. Obviously, if it's in a few more years, then you've kind of got a bit of time.
If the actual love of my life won't marry me, then how do I get Zac Efron to marry me instead?
I mean, you'd be very, very lucky, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'd maybe just say, like, tag them in post and be like, come me up, but I doubt that's gonna work. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know his, like, go-tos, what his, like, type. I don't know what his type is. I don't know. I'm sorry, okay? I'm useless.
Okay, final one. How do you cope with your boyfriend having female friends?
Yeah. Good question.
You don't know.
Yeah, I really don't. I really struggle. As proven, it's more because of like my mental health and like more because I don't feel confident in myself. I don't see why that person would be with me. I don't understand why Dom is with me because I don't feel good enough for him. Whether he says it or not, I still do not feel good enough. But I am always going to be that way, I feel. Unless, you know, something happens which is a miracle and I magically turn around and be like, woo! Yeah, I'm good enough. But I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, I've always struggled with anybody that, even if I'm just friends with, this sounds so stupid, but even having other female friends, just purely because I'm female, I know what females are like, I know how bitchy some people can be. And some girls will literally go out there just to cause trouble and be like, I'm going to get in the way of their relationship, of their potential future, and ruin everything. And I know what girls are like, and it really stresses me out. Like, really stresses me out. I am really not good with dealing with other females. I'd quite happily rather be surrounded by other males apart from Zoe, because just purely because I know how much they're likely to be snakes, basically, and that's all I'm gonna say. Because in my eyes, especially if like they're exes or something like that, it's really even more difficult, and like it's almost hurtful in the sense of, because you feel like you have to be friends with them, or because you are friends with them, like you've still got that thing there, even if they haven't, you know, just like it just feels like they have because they've never gone away in that sense, which shouldn't be the case, obviously, because I know that because of that, but this is me, like, this is me being me. I really struggle with that kind of stuff. I can't really help in that because I'm useless in that kind of thing, because I really struggle, and that is like literally, I'm not even joking, this is one of my biggest, not fears, but fears in the sense of like female friends, of have Dom, and like, I just can't cope. Okay, that's it. I can't. There we go. I'm just gonna end it there. Okay, so that is the end of the video, and that is the end of the things that you sent in. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Zoe's channel. Not that you can see her, but she is here. Hey! Thank you. Thank you, Zoe, for answering, no, not answering, for asking me all of these things that you have sent to me. And don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description. This one will be linked in the description as well. And I shall see you very, very soon for another video. Don't forget to check out all my socials. Keep an eye on them because I am constantly asking for your input and your involvement. So thank you very much, and I shall see you very, very soon for another video. Bye!
That was very encouraging. I was going to say, I'm not going to do this video if you're not going to give me the promo. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm going to need subscribers. Got me walking side to side. You should be drinking more often because you're so positive.
I know, honestly, I'm more positive than I am normally.
Oh my god. Stop recording. Look, it came in focus as soon as I came in. What an absolute legend I am.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, I don't know what the thumbnail. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? I think I've broken my tripod.
That's cute.
I just took such a big, like, gulp that went up my nose.
I put Prosecco in that. Can you not taste it?
What, in that?
When you were recording, and literally, when you took the first sip, I was expecting you to like have this massive reaction because I put Prosecco in it. I was just like, oh.
It's got so much vodka in it, it's unreal. Oh my god, right, okay, right, I'm gonna end this.